The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Why does the United States spend the largest percentage of GDP in the world on healthcare? Why do we have the highest cancer rates on the planet, the highest rates of diabetes, autism, and every other major disease? It all comes down to one thing. We are what we eat. Our food is devoid of nutrition and processed with poisons and additives. Our water is filled with toxic poisons and big pharma runoff. All of this has been engineered by design. We can turn the tide against the eugenicist by giving ourselves the nutrients our body desperately needs. To learn more, visit InfoWarsHealth.com. The site is literally packed with audio and video featuring top health professionals who don't bow down to big pharma. The fight against the New World Order starts with you, and you can't stand against the machine if you're sick, tired, and obese. When you visit InfoWarsHealth.com, be sure and check out the catalog with nearly 400 life-changing products, and get free shipping when you sign up for AutoShip. From the water table to our soils to the atmosphere itself, our world is becoming more and more toxic each and every day. But it's not just the air outside that's toxic. Indoor air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90% of their time inside using toxic chemicals within their homes. There are more than 42 million smokers in the United States. Well over 1,000 types of mold and mildew linked to numerous conditions. And don't forget the fact that 6 million Americans live with pets they're allergic to as well. When I began to research these statistics, it was clear to me it was time to start cleansing my lungs in order to combat the toxic environment that we cannot escape, but that we can fight back against. Made with organic and wild cultivated herbs and manufactured in the USA, the new InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse is here in a convenient spray bottle that can be brought with you throughout any toxic environment. Now available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com.
Zach, this is Crystal Palace. NORAD has declared DEFCON 3. Scramble all alert aircraft.
I repeat, scramble all alert aircraft.
The Whopper spends all its time thinking about World War III.
Target selection complete. Time on target sequence complete.
22 Typhoon class submarines departing Petropavlovsk, turning southbound at Nordkap, bearing 095 degrees.
Radar reports 2 unknown tracks are penetrating the Alaskan air defense zone.
From the front lines of the information war.
Flush the bombers, get the subs in launch mode. We are at DEFCON 1.
Are you prepared to destroy the enemy?
You betcha.
Defending the Republic from enemies, foreign and domestic.
We'll keep control, but we'll keep it here at the top where it belongs.
3, 2, 1. Impact.
Shall we play a game?
How about global thermonuclear war?
Live from the Infowars.com studios, it's Alex Jones.
All units confirm weapons targeted and ready, awaiting launch codes.
We are in a launch mode.
Do you really believe that the enemy would attack without provocation?
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
We're in.
Russians are still denying everything, sir. We have a Soviet submarine launch detection.
I wish I didn't know about any of this. I wish I was like everybody else.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.
A strange game. The only way to win is not to play. Going right back to your phone calls. Miles in Florida. They politically correct, make it about, oh, you're bashing immigrants. Well, can I move to their country and get everything free? Or get subsidized? It's like Walmart. I mean, I know it's designed to drive down wages and take over the country. It's not designed to compete. It's designed to create monopolies. I'm not racist against anybody because I don't like Walmart. And it's the same thing with all of these immigrants, the most low-skilled, the criminals, the dregs, just pouring in everywhere, pouring in. So they'll then vote to take my guns. I mean, one thing if like scientists were pouring in or people that contributed something. And of course, there are some good immigrants, but they tend to come here legal. And yeah, everywhere I go, it's just swamped with poor people from the third world. There are 7 billion people, roughly, or 7.5 billion plus worldwide, but I don't know, 650 million or so. If you count Russia and Western Europe and the U.S., I guess that's about 600 and something million. Westerners count Australia, a few other countries, 700 million. Japan. But the point is, let's say there's 700 million, 800 million people, I don't know. It's below 1 billion that live in first world nations. Then you've got 6+ billion, more than 6.5, almost 7 billion people that want to come here. Over 6 billion. And it's a very simple equation. Bring in the illegals, drive down wages, dumb the population down. People are coming from poor countries with no education. And it's game over for the establishment using our, quote, democracy so that people can outvote and make the indigenous population slaves. Well, in a republic, your action against individuals is blocked even if you have a majority. If a majority vote to make black people slaves again, sorry, you can't do that. If a majority vote to take my guns or take my property, you can't do that. But it's been happening because they're democratizing us. But finish your point. I know that Florida, in many areas, looks like a war zone. But the Midwest looks like that. I mean, I drive all over this country, and it's rough. Dallas used to be a booming city, and I've been up there. It looks worn at the edges, and this country's having its wealth sucked out of it. Go ahead, Miles, finish your point.
Well, Alex, I just want to say, man, besides the illegals that are, I mean, not illegals, but, whatever they are, immigrants that are coming here, it's flooded with trendies as well. So it's the both of them. It's trendies and them together, against pretty much anyone who thinks like a normal person. And I can't even hold down a job. I have to quit because these people make me go crazy working with them. What they'll do, they'll pretty much do anything for $1. All they want is overtime. They don't care about their hourly wage going up or anything. They just want overtime. They want to work 60, 70 hours. The more, the better. They don't need to go home. They'll sleep in their car. So it's crazy down here. I started a YouTube channel like you said to do, and I started putting out videos talking about it, and people are liking it. I've got some subscribers, and, you were right. It does make you feel better to do it, and once you join the fight, you start to feel better. So I want to thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Tell folks the website.
It's Trendy Go Boom on YouTube.
Thank you. I appreciate your call. And folks, you're not trendy if you like to wear a fedora or you got earrings or tattoos. If that's your style, great. Some of it looks good, out there. The point is, it's like trendies then accept whatever the media is saying and think they are the boss and think they know everything and think you're weird if you're wearing a polo shirt because that's what you like. I mean, trendies will actually say, haha, look, that guy's wearing topsiders and prep shorts. Well, that's what I like to wear. I mean, they're comfortable shoes. It's the summer. And I like wearing a shirt I can just grab off the rack, primary color, throw it on, not think about it. I don't think about styling my hair. I brush my teeth. I comb my hair, 20 seconds of combing my hair. I'm done. See, I'm about what I believe and what I stand for and who I am, not what I look like necessarily. I mean, I guarantee you, folks, if I put a Misfits shirt on and, wore like black jeans and like ran around and acted trendy, I mean, it would be like women running around throwing themselves at me. That's how the society works. It shouldn't be what you're wearing. By the way, I happen to like the Misfits, some of their songs. I think it's great music. I just don't wear the T-shirt. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Or like 2 socks aren't the same color. Or have my hair all bozoed out. And then they have no content. There's nobody there. If you look weird and then you're smart and cool, that's fine with me then. Because I'm not offended by how you look. It's not shocking to me that you look different. It's that it means, oh, this person may be completely hollow and a fake intellectual. Oh, no, not that. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Bob in Michigan. Bob, you're on the air. I mean, before I go to Bob, I've known people that go like, hey, Alex, you're not cool. You're not like a rock and roll punk rocker or something, because you don't dress like that. It's just like you're looking at these people. All they have is the possession of how they look. You know what I have? I have the fact that I'm honorable. I study the world. I know how things work. See what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe I should get a green mohawk or something. Maybe then I would be cool. Or it'd be like the guys that wear cowboy hats but never worked on a ranch or don't know how to use a lariat, a lasso. I mean, I know how to do a little bit of that stuff, but I wouldn't even call myself a bad cowboy. And then you see these guys that are all hat and no cattle. It's kind of the same thing. It's like dress up. I mean, if I've got to go back in the day when I was a kid or high school during the summer and go work for a couple months mending the fences, yeah, I wore a Stetson straw hat then so my face wouldn't burn off. See what I'm saying? It's just, and I'm not against you if you want to wear a cowboy hat and go out dancing or whatever. But then there's those people that think they're really tough and cool because they've done that and they've never been on a horse. It just kind of, it's the same deal. Or like all these guys that wear MMA stuff, which they may be great fighters, maybe they're into it. The point is, not against the MMA. I've gone and seen a lot of, Joe Rogan's my good friend, the host of it. UFC. It's just that then they want to wear that stuff and act like you're scared of them. It's like you see these people walking down city streets with pit bulls that are growling at you, and then they'll get real mad when I'll go, hey, man, get your dog in line. They say something, and I go, listen, I'm going to really hurt you really bad right now. And I'll start screaming at them, and I can't help it. And they're going, what's your problem? And this one guy's big husband got in my face. I said, go ahead and hit me, man. I'm going to stomp your butt in the ground right now. Your German Shepherds, yet they had 5 of them on the Greenbelt off a leash, ran up snapping at me, and I said, get out of here. You're supposed to run them off. The dogs ran back, and the guy ran up, bowed up, and I'm like, man, you're in the wrong. Your dogs almost attacked me. I'm about to hurt you really bad, buddy. Let's say you're really tough. You're still about to get in a fight with somebody that's meaner than hell. Do you want this fight? Then back off. You got 2 seconds. And that guy might have kicked my butt, but let me tell you, he's going to get it right back. He's not going to walk away unscathed from this. He'll probably walk away in a coma. And the whole point is, it's the same thing with the New World Order. It's all these people that want to push it, 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 just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Pretty soon you're going to get pushed back. But man, it happens all the time on the hiking back trail. Someone with like this Rottweiler yesterday was kind of coming up growling with the guy, and I just wasn't in the mood. I was like, hi, doggy, and pushed it away, and the dog was about to bite me. And I'm just like, man, you got a mean dog. Keep it in your backyard. I'm not here for your dog to mess with me. And I love dogs, but I got a French bulldog. Because, see, I'm not looking to act tough because I got a mean dog. I don't own a junkyard I'm trying to guard, or I'm ranting and I apologize. I just shouldn't go off and digress. I start flashing back people on their damn dogs, and it's the exact same thing. They want... it doesn't matter. Anyways, Bob in Michigan, go ahead.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
The Georgia Guidestones is in 8 languages. With all those immigrants, couldn't you get somebody to speak in those 8 languages? Saying this, and also the 16 questions for Newtown.
Yeah, I have. Is there an article or something? Because I'm trying to make exactly where you're going with the question.
Well, they were put up in 1970, the Georgia Guidestones.
Yeah, we've sent our crews there twice, and it's in a bunch of languages, but it's in English, so we know what it says. But, I mean, what are you saying? We could, like, get people there and like, do a video where people say in Japanese or whatever?
Yeah, in 8 languages, yeah.
And then that way we inform others. I see what you're saying.
And then, the 16 questions for Newtown,
Well, Well, now what is that? I don't know what that is.
How big, you know, the guy called you a couple of weeks ago on your Sunday show?
Oh, the investigator, his questions, yes, and he was on our nightly